allow me to share a few verses from 2 Corinthians 9, verse 12 to 15. This service that you perform is not only supplying the needs of the Lord's people, but is also overflowing in many expressions of thanks to God. Because of the service by which you have proved yourselves, others will praise God for the obedience that accompanies your confession of the gospel of Christ, and for your generosity in sharing with them and with everyone else. And in their prayers for you, their hearts will go out to you because of the surpassing grace God has given you. Thanks be to God for this indescribable gift. Let's all bow down our heads and pray. Father God, we ask for your presence to be upon us this morning. Every good gift comes from above, and we thank you for entrusting us with these gifts to steward, share, and serve others. Bless our time together, be in our midst. This we ask in Jesus' name. Amen. All right, thank you so much. Today is indeed a very special day, as this is dedicated in inducting and honoring our officers to recognize their dedication of their time, talents, and service to our beloved organization, PSTD, Philippine Society for Talent and Development. I am Esther Relucio, one of the members of PSTD, and it is my joy and honor to be your host for today. The Philippines of Society and Talent Development, the premier non-stock, non-profit, non-professional or professional organization of talent development professionals, has over 50 years of continuing legacy of providing development opportunities and bringing global standards in the country's HR and talent development industry. The organization is dedicated in providing development and learning opportunities, global standards, and ethical guidelines to its members in the practice of talent development. PSTD is created for and supervised by the talent development community of scholars and insightful practitioners. And every year, a new selected or new set of board of trustees is elected. We are now sending our best love and support to our newly elected officers and the opportunity to experience our pride of service and the gift of lasting and meaningful fellowship. This is truly a cause for celebration. Thank you for those people who are with us in our live, and also, of course, the people who are here in Zoom. Thank you so much for taking the time out to be here with us. It is our joy to be with in the midst of your presence. And now, to formally welcome us and open the ceremony, may I call on our 2021 Chairperson of the Board of Trustees, Ms. Elvie Rodora M. Tarobal.
To our honored guest and inducting officer, Honorable Chairwoman Alice Bala of the Civil Service Commission, the PSTD immediate past President, John Riley Baluyot, the 2021 members of the Board of Trustees, and members of the Council of Advisors, headed by yours truly, and of course, the Vice Chair, Adrian Robles, and Advisor for Good Governance, Ian Calarina. To our members and friends of the Philippine Society for Talent Development, a pleasant morning to all of us. This is our very first virtual oath-taking. Indeed, we live in a different era now. This crisis we face today is formidable. But for the past 14 months, PSTD have shown a strong determination to live true to our mission and our vision as enabler of talent, and to elevate our profession, especially at this crucial time. I am very happy to have with us today Chair Alice Bala, who not so long ago was also the one who officiated the 2015 PSTD Board of Trustees, where I was also the president. I think, ma'am, you have a Midas touch. For today, ma'am, may I present the 2021 PSTD officers and members of the Board of Trustees who will take their oath of commitment and dedication as officers of the society.
Thank you so much for that warm welcome, Chairman LV. And of course, we are about to begin our induction ceremony. And of course, to recognize and welcome our 2021 Board of Trustees, we really honor these new officers because they fill a very important role. They hold the key on our organization's future. So let's send our best virtual love and support as I call on their names. As their names are called, we'll put on the spotlight. All right. So of course, the first, our 2021 Chairperson of the Board of Trustees, Ms. Elvie Rodora Tarobal. Our 2021 Vice Chairperson of the Board of Trustees, Mr. Adrian Robles. Our 2021 Advisor for Good Governance and Internal Auditor, Mr. Ian Chester Colorina. Our 2021 Immediate Past President, Mr. John Rayleigh Baluyot. And of course, our 2021 President, Mr. Juan M. Roy. Our 2021 Vice President for External Affairs, Chair for National Convention Committee, and Chair for Marketing Committee, Mr. Rex Jason M. Tuoso. Our 2021 Vice President for Internal Affairs and Chair for Ways, Means of Committee, Mr. Romel Brescio Ancheta. Our 2021 Board of Treasurer and Chair for Mentoring Committee, Ms. Irene Marie Salinas Isleta. Our 2021 Public Relations Officer and Chair for Gawad Maestro Committee, Ms. Maria Asuncion Maclang. Our 2021 Board Secretary and Chair for Membership Committee, Mr. Juan Paulo Domingo Dilo. Our 2021 Chair for Corporate Social Responsibility Committee and member of the Board of Trustees, Mr. Hiro Masuda. Our 2021 Chair for Research Committee, Chair of Junior PSTD Committee, and member of the Board of Trustees, Ms. Jasmine Nadia Pinugo. Our 2021 for Chapter Development Committee and member of the Board of Trustees, Ms. Ruby Calampiano. Our 2021 Deputy Chair for Gawad Maestro Committee and member of the Board of Trustees, Ms. Joy Celina Mejia. And finally, to complete our Board of Trustees, our 2021 member of the Board of Trustees, Ms. Elisa Mantalaba Bedural. Once again, friends, and my fellow PSTD members, our biggest love, virtual love and support for the 2021 newly elected Board of Trustees. All right, so let us formally begin. And we are really humbled by the presence of our inducting officer. She is the chairperson of the Civil Service Commission, the central human resource of the government. She is also the chairperson of the following Board of Trustees: Development Academy of the Philippines, Career Executive Service Board, and Scientific Career System Council. Friends, our warmest welcome and support for our Honorable Alicia De Rosa Bala.
Thank you, SJ, and thank you to all the members and officers of PSTD. And it's really my honor to first to give you to be the inducting officer for all of you. So may I now go ahead with the induction? Okay. Can you raise your right hand and follow after me, please? Okay. I state your name.
I,
Romulan Queta,
Hiro
Having
Masuda,
been appointed to the position of
appointed to the membership of Board of Trustees
Chairperson of the Board of Trustees
of the Philippine Society for Talent Development Incorporated,
of the
Philippine
Philippine
Society for
for Talent
Talent
Development,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
Development.
that I will support the Constitution and bylaws of this organization,
that I will support the Constitution and bylaws of this organization,
that I will faithfully discharge my duties and responsibilities
that
I will
faithfully discharge my duties and responsibilities
without reservation for the purpose of advancing the interest of the training profession to which it is dedicated,
without
without
reservation
reservation for the
for the
purpose of
purpose of
advancing
advancing the interest
of the talent development profession to which it is dedicated,
that I will personally adhere to the principles and objectives for which it was organized,
that I will
that I
personally
will
adhere to the
personally adhere to
principles
the principles and
and
objectives
objectives for which it was organized,
and that I will contribute to the growth of the society in the best of my ability.
and that I will
and that I will
contribute to the growth of the society
society to the
the
best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations to everyone, and I wish you all the best. Yes.
Thank you. Yes.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. And congratulations once again to our 2021 newly elected Board of Trustees. And of course, I know that we are also looking forward to one of the highlight of today's induction ceremony. Would like to very much, really tune our ears and our hearts as we listen to a short inspirational talk from our Honorable Pala.
Okay. So again, thank you and congratulations to all the officers and members of the PSTD. And it's my pleasure to be with you today, as I've said earlier. And I'm very happy that I'm part of this celebration of PSTD's induction of its officers and members of the Board of Trustees. And I'd like to express my appreciation because PSTD has been one with the Civil Service Commission in promoting the human resource development in the country through being part of our training programs as resource persons, experts, or even part of the development of our modules through our CSI. The Commission can never be extend our gratitude because you are there. You are one of our partners in making sure that our civil servants would be updated with the latest trends in HR. And I'm very happy that for this year, we will be implementing the first year of implementation of the Philippine Talent Management Strategy, which when I came in this commission, I thought that when I read what the mandates of the commission, we need to have a one framework that should be guiding the HR practitioners in the country. And I'm very happy that this was approved last year, and just yesterday, the CSI, no less than ED Art. I think you know everyone, you know him, right? Art has been part of the PSTD for a long time. And the commission approved the year one implementation, and one of the highlights of which is the development of the learning and management development system. Because we found that the pandemic, as mentioned by LV, it has given us opportunities instead of setbacks. In fact, we transitioned immediately into using virtual platforms to reach as many. And we said that with the use of virtual platform, we are able to reach as many people around the country. And, when we conduct trainings, because we wanted to ensure that only limited number of participants would be attending to maximize the learning opportunities, the maximum would be 40 participants. But during our annual Congress, we have more and we've been increasing before. But just to share the good news, when we started transitioning to the use of the virtual platform, we have been accommodating as many as more than 3,000 or 6,000 in one sweep. Yesterday, we had an orientation of our newest policies on leave for our government workers that about the maternity, paternity leave, and even adoption leave. So we said that these are timely because, the mental health of the civil servants have been affected because not being allowed to go out for more than a month or it's something that you're not used to. Plus, there is how do you now have what we call work-life integration? And I said there's no such thing as balance. I think we need to integrate work and life because the balance will never be there because like us, government offices are required to report to office at for 8 hours, except when alternative work arrangements are followed or observed by the government agencies. In your case, for the private sector, I think you have been, there was a law that was passed sometime, and this is the Telecommuting Act. But in government, there's only one at the time, and that is 8 hours a day. But we were also doing some work arrangements. We call it at the time the flexi work arrangements, and the alternative work arrangements was just part of one of the things that we introduced in the bureaucracy. And thanks to you because a number of our people are also attending the trainings that you've been conducting, and the sharing of our respective talents and expertise make it better for the entire country. Because more than ever, I think we should harness our resources together because government cannot do it alone. And that's the reason why we are intensifying, and we have even revised the guidelines for the accreditation of ALDI. I think you know what's ALDI is, okay? And we have just signed a resolution to tighten how we can become a better partner in pursuing talent recruitment, talent development, talent management, and talent retention, because these are important nowadays. And we were saying that we in the government are really very lucky because we did not lose our jobs, except for those who succumbed to the COVID-19. And I always say to my colleagues in the Civil Service Commission, we're really blessed as civil servants because we did not lose our job, and we're still pursuing what we need to do. And this is also guided by our initiative even before the national government thought about public service continuity plan. We already started, we have already developed our own what we call the business continuity plan, because we believe that government service will not cease to operate. While it may be, the environment would be very challenging because this is the first time that we had a pandemic, not in my lifetime. I'm more than 60 years old, and I tell you, I never had this kind of experience. And I think you and I would agree with me that in previous disasters or there's a breakout of dengue, it's localized. This is the first time that it hit us to the very core of the nation. Upland communities, even the coastal areas, you name it, they've got it. So my dear friends and colleagues in the PSTD, for those who have not known me, I used to be a training officer. That was my first government work. I really enjoyed my work as a training officer. To me, that was the stepping stone to reach this far. And in fact, I never dreamt of joining the civil service because just to let you know about my history, I never applied for this position. I was still in ASEAN. I was in charge of the sociocultural community that includes civil service, science and technology, um, disaster, education, youth, name it. I was responsible for that. When the vacancy was announced, I didn't even know because my term was started in 2012 up to 2015, and my term was was ending in September 8th when I received a call, and then they told me that my name cropped up as one of the possible list, and I said, me? How? Why? I mean, I didn't even know that there's such a vacancy. And so I said, probably God has plans for me. And it's like a mission to me because I don't know whether it's providential. When I was taking up my master's at UP, one of my cognates is at that time they call it the personnel, right? Personal resource development. I didn't know why I took that up because I was taking up my master's in social work. There were two that I really wanted to pursue in my cognate. It's like an optional subjects. One of them is personal development management, and the second one is about college teaching. So sabi ko, mukhang na-atim ko na yung I have achieved. I've reached my goal. I was able to be with the Civil Service Commission. And then the college teaching, sabi ko, siguro after my term ends. And my term ends on, to be exact, February 2022. So I don't know, it's also, well, some people would say it's, again, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. It's like 4. Pero sabi ko, di ba sa Chinese, sabi nila 4 is not a good sign. But sabi ko, hindi naman ako Chinese. I'm Filipino. So, I mean, some people would make, like even yung, there's this 13, yung mga ganon, di ba? Sabi nila. Pero ako, numbers are numbers and they're absolute to me. When you say numbers are absolute, it means whether you like it or not, you count 1, 2, 3, 4, and down the line, and down up. So ibig sabihin, that's I just wanted to share with you because my heart really is being a training officer. Until now, I really look forward to attending seminars, and the opportunities are very far and wide. And reaching this, I always say to myself and to even my kids, if I were not, one, a social worker, second, as a training officer, I would have not reached this far. Because sa akin, nasa puso ko ang pagsisilbi at nasa puso ko ang kasama ang mga tao para lang makatulong sa aking maliit na kakayahan. So again, I hope that being one with you, I always identify myself as a training officer. But of course, the first one is being me, Alicia. And a social worker, may sabi nga yung sa namin, sa Centro Escolar is science and virtue, ang aming slogan. And then when I went to UP, para sa bayan. So ito para sa inyo bilang mga kasama sa pagsulong para maiangat ang antas ng kalidad ng mga serbisyo publiko. At maraming salamat sa inyo sa patuloy ninyong pagsuporta sa adhikain ng Civil Service Commission para iangat ang kalidad. Gawing lingkod bayani ang bawat kawani. Salamat sa inyo.
Wow, grabe. We are very much overwhelmed, no? Sobrang, just like the virus, very contagious po ang inyong passion. Grabe, ramdam na ramdam po namin, even though we are doing it virtually. So thank you for inspiring us today. And we are truly amazed that God positioned you there for a purpose. And talagang amidst, Mr. Hero actually mentioned it to me earlier that our honorable Bala's first job is actually a training officer in DSWD, no? And from there, grabe, God placed him on this platform to inspire us because her identity at a very core is really a public servant. So thank you so much for sharing us the richness of your wisdom and experience. Of course, I believe na ito yung mga newfound energy and talagang babaunin ng ating mga 2021 Board of Trustees. And of course, this celebration, grabe, very brief lang, no? But this celebration is almost coming to an end. But for PSTD, it's just another beginning. So to personally share his vision and his heart for our organization, and of course, to thank everyone for being here, for your precious time and life, I present to you our 2021 President, Mr. Juan M. Roy.
Thank you, SJ. First of all, allow me to thank once more our inducting officer, Ms. Alice Bala, for gracing our important occasion. And it warms our heart to know how you started your career as a trainer. So that was really an inspiring thought for all of us. On behalf of the board, the EXICOM, the committees, and the professional team, it is with pride and honor that we all accept on their behalf this mantle of responsibility. As the president, I am fortunate that I stood on the shoulders of PSTD giants. Some of them are here, some of them are listening, watching, and cheering for us. I'm talking about the past leaders who laid down a strong foundation for us in the current and for those from the future. I am also grateful that we have very dynamic and dedicated team of board of trustees, committee chairs and members, and professional team. Their collective passion to serve and make a difference is what fuels this organization. It is what inspires me to lead. So whenever we engage in meetings after office hours, sometimes even late at night or weekends without any complaint, then I knew deep within my heart that I am with the right people. During the last few months, we are able to craft a compelling strategy for our organization. Our 3E strategic framework of elevate, equip, and engage binds all our collective efforts into one cohesive whole. Our quarter one achievements and our future plans that we presented yesterday are geared towards elevating the talent development best practices, equipping the capability of our practitioners, and engaging them to be part of our mission. Our 3C engagement framework of connect, collaborate, and contribute has clearly defined how we want to engage our members. Last year, during our Oplan Hope, under the leadership of John, who I admire so much for his leadership under that challenging times and provided us a template to move on, we embark on helping the talent development community to adapt to the new normal involving digital learning. This year, continuing what we have started during the Oplan Hope, we are working on several landmark initiatives that aim to elevate our profession. We are establishing the standards and best practices in several areas like mentoring for our country. We are providing learning sessions on topics that equip our practitioners to expand their capabilities, embrace the trends and developments in our field. Topics like agile learning, gamification, program branding, next month's capability-based training, and many more. What we actually envision is that our country's talent development profession reaches a stage where our professionals can be the source of best practices for our countries. We long for the time when an ebook or a book can become the best practice guides for the US, for the UK, for Asian countries, simply because we have the right experience and the right capabilities that other countries can share. Our 3C engagement framework of connect, collaborate, and contribute has clearly defined how we want to engage, as I said before. You see, SJ, our host now, personifies our committee volunteers who are able to connect, collaborate, and contribute. I didn't know SJ before. I just invited her in one of the chats. And now she has hosted 2 events. She has actively, and she is an active participant in one of the committees. I was once a volunteer member of the programs committee, and many of us here took that path of volunteering first in several committees. And so there are many more like her, like SJ, like us, who are waiting probably for the right opportunities to actively participate and make your mark in developing our practices and our profession. I say now is that time. So in closing, I won't get tired in inviting our talent development practitioners, the leaders, the members, those whose professions are still starting. And when I say talent development practitioners, we are not only talking about the trainers and the HR people. We have already expanded our view of who are the talent development practitioners. If you are developing talents in your own way, if you are a supervisor, a leader who has the responsibility of developing others, and we believe that all leaders have that responsibility, then you are part of our community of talent development. And so we invite everyone to be part of our collective dream of building a robust profession that we can say a source of best practice and inspiration, not only within our country, but also even within the region and probably the entire world. So together, we learn, we grow, we transform.
Alright, thank you so much. Grabe, no? Sobrang overflowing na talaga tayo with so much inspiration for today. Of course, we want to immortalize this beautiful moment, no? May we ask everyone to turn on your camera as we take a screenshot of this momentous occasion. Okay. Alright, so allow me to take a screenshot of this. Alright, so 1, 2, smile. Alright. Let's do one more. 1, 2, smile. All right. Thank you so much. And of course, our ceremony may be up, but our service will definitely continue. Once again, this your host, SJ Relucio, and on behalf of Philippine Society for Talent and Development, thank you very much. Thank you, Honorable Alicia Bala. Thank you, everyone, and a blessed morning.
Thank you, Chair, ha, sa uulitin.
Thank